What's up, everybody? My name's Kevin. I recently heard the term quiet quitting, which I'm sure all of you have heard as well, and it is defined by New York Times as not outright quitting your job, but quitting the idea of going above and beyond. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are like, man, I know a lot of quiet quitters. Now, on the surface, this might not seem like a new revolutionary idea. Yes, maybe it's got a coined new fancy term, quiet quitting, but people coming into their jobs and just doing the bare minimum isn't a new idea. I've seen a lot of comments that say quiet quitting doesn't apply to their industry because you can't quiet quit as a nurse or a teacher or a fireman. But to those of you in those jobs, do you have coworkers that get under your skin because they do the bare minimum? Now, the problem comes in when you are so good at your job that you are then assigned more work for the same pay. Or when you knocked it out of the park last year and you find out that you got the same standard 2% raise as Lazy Larry. Or even worse, that Lazy Larry got promoted over you because of politics or because he went to more after-work social events than you did. When that stuff happens, it wipes all motivation to push beyond your job duties. And if employers don't recognize that, they will make a high-achieving employee a quiet quitter overnight. And the same thing could happen if a high-achieving employee has a quiet quitter for a boss. That boss is going to overlook all of the extra work that you're doing because they are there just to get paid and get out. Now, if we were to go back and I were to answer the question on whether or not I was in it for the money or for career growth, I was totally in it for the money. I was ultimately trying to figure out what I wanted to build my career in, but that meant that I would take any job that offered me more pay than my last one. And that mindset meant that I would spend 8 months in a job, decide it wasn't what I really wanted to do, and therefore lose all motivation to go above and beyond. And after repeating that process for 5 years and getting exposed to a bunch of different jobs, I knew that if I continued to chase the money, I would regret it when I looked back in 30 years. So I got my real estate license and I quit my corporate job. Now, a lot of real estate agents will glorify this job, but I'll be the first to say that the social media portrayal of a real estate agent has not been my experience. But what it has allowed me to do is have more of a direct impact on my income. I'm not waiting for that 15-minute meeting that I get once per year to prove why I should be paid more, only to get the standard raise that everybody else got. And I think that's what causes quiet quitter. It's not laziness. In some cases it might be, but more importantly, it's because there's no real reward for going above and beyond. So why would you? And I think that's why the entrepreneurial life is so attractive to a lot of people. There's no boss. There's no one controlling how big your raise is at the end of each year. There's just a lot of freedom that comes with it. Now, it's a lot of risk. It takes a lot of time, but it has the potential to have high financial and high mental health payoffs. And I think my only advice that I would have for somebody who has become a victim of quiet quitting, as in you've been put into a spot where you feel like your work isn't paying off and therefore you're not going to work as hard, I would say don't let that affect your overall work ethic. You might be in a position right now where hard work isn't rewarded, but I guarantee you there is somewhere else that values the work ethic that you put into things. So now that you're putting less effort into your current job, take the extra energy in finding somewhere that will actually appreciate the work that you put into your job. But that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe. It would make my day. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time.